Geography of world football's taken a bit of a hit tonight. Welcome into the latest edition.
A bit of a hit.
Of Extra Time. A couple of us are culpable.
Bit of a hit.
Somewhere around there.
Yes.
I went for the somewhere around there version.
Frank LeBoeuf is joining us as well for all the madness. And let's get started with the first question from James. It says, Haaland says...
Oh, wait. Before you answer the question, I'm sorry. I meant to... I was telling you, Shaka, ahead of the show, and I didn't get a chance because we had to start the show.
Okay.
Had to go on live television. Mm-hmm. How much you gave a clinic as to how to eat a cupcake.
Yes.
While Craig was losing his mind here about being congratulated for his birthday and getting cupcakes, you quietly, grabbed that cupcake and you were just looking at it and were peeling it off and went first bite in and then come to daddy, second bite, gone.
Yeah, 2 cupcakes. I don't know what the first was about.
Well, it was 2 cupcakes, 4 bites.
I mean,
that's solid work, Shaq.
Sufficient.
And you were doing it while the pressure and the tension of anger coming from this side of the desk.
That'll come past my cupcake force field.
Oh man, you were looking
at a little cupcake area here. No, I can't get into that.
Cupcakes had no chance.
No chance. They did not. You vacuumed them off. All right, James says, Haaland said Man City were not good enough after 2-2 against Monaco. How long will he stay at City if they are not in contention for major trophies? Shaka.
Didn't Haaland just sign like a 54-year deal?
That's a long
time.
It's a long time.
He ain't going anywhere till he's about 84.
A long time.
He ain't going anywhere. Haaland committed to what,
2034.
10 years or something like that.
Is it one of those things where you can say what you like now because you're safe?
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. So, strap in.
All right.
Erling.
Start, bench or drop?
I disagree.
Go on, Frankie.
All right, okay.
I disagree. It doesn't mean anything. 10 years, 200 million. If there is a club ready to buy and put 200 million down for Haaland, he's going to go. If it's Paris Saint-Germain next year needs Haaland and they're ready to pay 200 million, he's going to go to Paris Saint-Germain because he wants to win everything and it seems to be hard with Manchester City nowadays. So for me, the 10 years contract that he has don't go into account for me.
Somehow Frank made this conversation about PSG. Huh? Somehow.
Because PSG is the best club in the world.
Right.
What do you want me to talk about? Laval? I can talk about Laval and Strasbourg, but nobody cares.
No. Why don't you talk about Karabakh? You say you love Karabakh.
Yeah.
That's true.
Marseille man, giving it all the PSG love. All right. Start, bench or drop, Ale. Worst scenario when joining a new club. Manager who signed you sacked early. Injury keeps you out for weeks. Or walking into a toxic dressing room.
Manager who signed you sacked early. The guy that brought you is no longer there. If the guy that brought you is no longer there, you have a 0.00 protection. And the new manager that is coming in, he has his own ideas and his own thoughts. And if you then compile that with getting an injury and being out for weeks, now you really don't have a chance. Walking into a toxic dressing room can be problematic, but if you happen to get on a winning streak, or if you happen to win a couple of games, usually those things tend to subside so long as you are winning. I'm looking at it from the selfish perspective of the player who has made a commitment to this club because of this manager, and now that person is no longer there. I'm saying that's the worst possible scenario for any new player coming in. The guy that brought you in, no longer there.
Check.
I'll have to agree with Ali, but that's a good question.
It is.
Dan's fancy dress shorts.
Yes.
That's a very good, because it had me thinking. And Ali explained it wonderfully.
Well, thank you, Shaq. Without cupcakes.
Right. Frank, do you agree?
Yeah. I have to agree with Ali because he explained it very well, and there is no doubt that that's the worst for me. And even if he's the coach of Karabakh who wants me, and he's sacked after, I don't know if I'm going to stay.
Okay. Would you rather deal, Frank, with a bad pitch, bad weather, or bad refereeing?
Wow. I would say a bad pitch, for me, will be the better deal. After a bad referee, second. And the bad weather is the worst. I mean, especially wind. For us football players, the wind, I think, is the biggest enemy because you cannot calculate how the ball can go receiving or giving. So it's for me the worst. A bad pitch, I mean, we used to play on bad pitches, and that we know. And bad referees, yeah, we met a lot of them, and we dealt with that. But the bad weather is the worst for me.
So my question to this, again, TV's mince dealer, this is another very good question. But when you say bad refereeing, is it going both ways? Because a bad pitch and bad weather, both teams have to deal with that equally. Bad refereeing, if it's, one-sided, if it's, biased towards the other team, then there's nothing you can do about that. And that for me, so if it's from that regard, I'm going to go bad refereeing being the worst to deal with.
I think it's fair to say, Shaq, that you put far more thought and insight into that answer than you did into your power rankings this week.
Don't defend yourself yet.
I saw that coming. I saw that coming.
Okay, hold that thought. Think of a few more to add to it just to get him back because it's coming. All right.
Going on to this thought, you know what I care.
That thought's already gone.
Thoughts raring to go.
Frankie, who's getting sacked first, Ange or Amorim?
Oh boy.
Oh my God. I think I will go for Amorim because he's been there for a while. Maybe the Greek chairman will give a little bit more possibilities to Ange to get the thing go the right way, where Amorim is almost at the end of it. So yeah, Amorim is going to be sacked before for me.
I'm going Ange. That Greek owner, as Frank labeled him, he's a loose cannon. Don't know what he's going to do next.
Well, 6 games without a win, usually start pointing one direction.
There was a shot of him, I'm guessing is in his stance today, that was not
Marinakis.
wasn't very reassuring if your surname is Postecoglou.
Oh, all right.
All right. For Shaka, will you be using a new algorithm for this year's power rankings, or will you stick with your tried and true one?
Well,
Algorithm? What?
very good question. Because yes, the algorithm has been updated for 25-26.
Oh.
As
Is
the
that
season
coffee?
goes on, we'll be more focused on recent results over the last 2 to 3 weeks, as opposed to taking the season into its entirety into consideration. That will come at the very end, where we consider the entire season.
And how far are we casting our net? Are we going as far as Azerbaijan this year and Uzbekistan?
We're going all the way.
Right.
We're going all the way around the world. Hey, Murray.
Good to know.
That algorithm is virus-ridden.
Oh, no, it's not. The algorithm
It's virulent.
The algorithm.
is evolving.
I think the algorithm is the first name of the eye doctor. That's his first name.
It's evolving wonderfully.
Hey, how you were explaining you going about your decision-making process, you were making it up as you went right then and there over the last 30 seconds.
Not at all.
There are some
Not at all,
dramatic
Ali Moreno.
pauses to figure out what the next
Not
part
at all,
of
Ali
this
Moreno.
explanation
There is a lot
gonna
of
be.
math and science that goes into this, I'll have you know.
It's a lot of science.
Not much geography, I admit. Right.
All right. Ali, you're becoming the sports guy on the show who talks about overall sports.
All right.
And next question. Ali, do you have any picks on who will make the World Series and win the World Series?
Oh.
Look, you look at the Philadelphia Phillies, they're a strong team. I'm saying you get a team like the Dodgers, and they were able to advance past the Cincinnati Reds in the wild card series. If they get their pitching right, I'm just saying, Shohei Ohtani, best player in baseball, he gets hot in October. We're talking of potentially the LA Dodgers defending their title. If you're a Yankees fan, for example, and I know there are many of you out there, You kind of like the Cowboys, baby. You get there, and then things don't happen for you. It's been a while since the Yankees won a World Series, and I just don't think they have enough pitching. So I'm going to say Phillies or Dodgers.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Who's your baseball team? You have a baseball team?
Yes. As a matter of fact, it's probably the worst team in baseball right now.
Okay, all right.
The Chicago White Sox is my team.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why, since we're going to go in depth with this conversation. Ozzie Guillen was a shortstop for the Chicago White Sox way back when. And he was my favorite player growing up in Venezuela because he played for the team that I support in Venezuela in the Winter League. So there you go.
All right.
So the White Sox became my team.
Go, Frank.
I have a question, Kay. Do you think in any baseball show on ESPN they sometimes talk about soccer?
Probably not. Well, sometimes, because some of our players go on to make a pitch, don't they?
Yeah, but they only probably show it to make fun of the pitch.
Yeah, of course. But maybe that's the only time. Maybe then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
All right.
to answer Frank's question, the answer is 100% no. But we take all comers.
That's what I thought.
And Ali takes all
comments.
questions on all sports, especially the American sports, here on Extra Time.